Good afternoon, friends. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that is close to each of us. This is the path from failure to success. How many times in your life have you faced setbacks? What difficulties and trials did you have to face? Now ask yourself the question, how many times have you climbed back up after falling? It is this moment when, despite all the obstacles, we find the strength to move forward again, and this is the key to success. To begin with, failure is not the end. This is just a tipping point that can be a starting point for something bigger. I think each of you has heard the stories of famous people who have reached incredible heights thanks to their inflexibility and ability to see opportunities where others saw only a dead end. Many of them talked about the same thing: every failure brought them closer to success. Do you know why? Because they learned from their mistakes, not afraid to admit them and move on. Remember, failure is not a label or a verdict. This is a test of strength. It is an opportunity to see weaknesses and turn them into your strengths. Every time we face difficulties and learn from them, we become stronger, wiser, and braver. Mistakes give us food for thought, trigger the process of introspection and personal growth. Let's face it, the path to success is never straight. It's more of a series of ups and downs that test our endurance, our ability to adapt and keep moving forward no matter what. That is why it is very important to keep faith in yourself and in your strength, even when everything seems hopeless. Don't forget about the support as well. Sometimes a word of support from a loved one, or even from a stranger, can become the very lifeline that will help you find strength and motivation again. Open up to the world, ask for advice, listen to the opinions of others, share your experiences. We are stronger when we are together. There is a lesson in every failure. Sometimes it is obvious, sometimes it takes time to understand its essence. It is important to remain open to new experiences and make the most of each situation. This will help you grow, develop, and move forward. First of all, let's understand one important thing: failure is not the end. This is just part of the process, a critical moment that gives us the opportunity to learn something new and eventually become stronger. I will say more. Many of the great people whose names are forever inscribed in history have experienced more than one setback. But what distinguishes them from the rest? They didn't give up. They perceived these difficulties as temporary obstacles, as an opportunity to improve and take the next step forward. Let's take a moment to reflect on the idea that every failure is a lesson. It may sound corny, but it's absolutely true. Every time you encounter a failure, you get a unique opportunity to immerse yourself in the analysis of your actions, strategies, and approaches. Identify weaknesses, develop new ways, and don't be afraid to experiment. After all, luck is the result of hard work, unbridled passion, and of course, a willingness to take calculated risks. The next important aspect on the path from failure to success is the ability to maintain a positive attitude. Attitude largely determines our ability to keep moving forward despite all the difficulties. Take an example from children: they fall down but immediately get up and walk on laughing. Why don't we, as adults, try to learn this invaluable lesson from them? Allow yourself to treat failures as necessary steps towards achieving a goal. Don't forget about the support as well. None of us can succeed in complete isolation. Close people, friends, and colleagues are an important source of strength and inspiration. They will help you stand up when you fall and will rejoice with you when you succeed. Don't be afraid to ask for help and share your experiences. Many famous and successful people once faced difficulties that seemed insurmountable. Their paths to the top were littered with failures, mistakes, criticism, and despair. However, they did not give up. They gathered all their willpower into a fist, learned from their mistakes, and moved forward step by step until they reached their goals. These success stories prove that failure is not the end, but just another step towards achieving great goals. Failures are an integral part of life. They test our strength, make us think about whether we really want to achieve our goal, but most importantly, they give us valuable experience. After all, it is through failures that we learn to be stronger, think creatively, and find unconventional solutions. Every failure is a lesson that brings us closer to success. This is an opportunity to look at the situation from a different angle, rethink your approaches and strategies, correct mistakes, and move on with new knowledge and experience. Don't be afraid of failures. Be afraid to miss the opportunity to grow and develop because of them. To overcome the path from failure to success, it is important to keep a positive mindset. Instead of focusing on the problems, focus on the opportunities. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, look for ways to improve yourself. After all, success is not just about achieving a specific goal, it is a constant movement forward, a constant process of becoming the best version of yourself. Be ready to step out of your comfort zone, try new things, and take on challenges. The more you experiment and push new boundaries, the more chances you will have to find your way to success. Don't forget about the support as well. Surrounded by positive and purposeful people, it is easier to experience temporary setbacks and move forward. Build a network of like-minded people who will inspire you and support your pursuit of success. Each of us, striving for more, sooner or later comes across moments when it seems that everything is lost. Moments when strength is running out, when faith in one's own strength seems to be running out. Failures on this path are inevitable, but they, paradoxical as it may sound, can become our fulcrum on the path to success. The very first thing that each of us needs to realize is that there is no success without failures. No matter how big our dreams and ambitions are, it is important to understand that every fall is another chance to rise even higher. These failures make us wiser, stronger, and more patient. They teach us to appreciate victories because the path to success is not a sprint. It is a marathon that requires endurance, self-belief, and unwavering striving forward, regardless of circumstances. Every success story is a story about believing in yourself, in your dreams, in the prospect of a bright future that you can build with your own hands. There is nothing impossible if you are ready to go towards your dream, putting your whole soul, energy, and time into it. Every step you take, every effort brings you closer to what you want, even if it doesn't seem like it at first. It is important to remember that failure is not the end of the road, but only a sign that it is time to look for a new solution, a new approach to achieving the goal. This is a moment for reflection and adjustment of plans, not for giving up a dream. The great Thomas Edison conducted thousands of experiments before inventing a working light bulb. He considered each of his failures to be a step towards success, a learning lesson, not a verdict. Remind yourself that every step you take, even the smallest one, increases your skill, your experience, and your self-confidence. Appreciate these moments because they are precious. They are your living resource, your opportunity to look at the situation from a different angle, your chance to become stronger and wiser. And remember, success is not a point of arrival, it's a process in which your every action plays a role. Today's failure can be the foundation for tomorrow's triumph if you don't allow yourself to give up. There is nothing more powerful in the world than human will and self-belief. Let each of your failures be just a milestone on the way to great achievements. May each failure inspire you to new feats and open the door to something new and unexplored. After all, true success is the ability to rise after a fall and move forward with even greater determination. Thank you for your attention. Remember, your success is somewhere ahead and only you decide whether you will achieve it. Do not stop, strive forward, and let each of your failures serve only as a stepping stone on your personal path to the heights of success.